Hello everyone. The topic we are going to look today is indexing, and this video will completely cover the theoretical explanation. The points today which we are about to cover are what is index, what is indexing, why we need indexes, and what are the advantages of indexes. Let's start. We'll look in two ways. First, what is the technical definition, and second, in simple explanation for understanding purpose. So the technical definition of index is: an index is an on-disk structure or a data structure which is associated with a table or a view that speeds the retrieval of rows from the table or a view. And if in simple words I have to explain, I can say that an index or a database index is a data structure which is used to quickly locate and access the data in database table. Similarly, if we talk about indexing, indexing is a technique to efficiently retrieve records from the database files based on some attributes on which indexing has been done. And in simple explanation, if I look on, it is indexing is basically a way to optimize the performance of a database by minimizing the number of disk access required whenever our query is processed. Now, what are the number of disk access are there? We'll look further in the video. Now let us relate concept of indexing with a real-time example. Suppose an index of a book. Suppose we are reading a book and we want to find a specific chapter or a topic in that, and that book is not having an index page. Then what will happen? In such kind of situation, we have to go through each page one by one to find out the desired chapter. Similar kind of thing happen with our databases also. Suppose we are executing a select query to find the employees whose age is less than 40 years. So in absence of index, a table scan is performed to find the expected result. And this table scan is somehow not good from the performance point of view, especially in those cases when we have lakhs and crores of records in our database table, or we have a complex select statement with multiple joins, or our database will grow with time on a regular basis. Now let's see why we need indexes or indexing and what are its advantages. We need an index to improvise the performance, or especially I can say the data retrieval performance. Index basically help us to locate our required data in less number of disk operation. Now here question is, what is the less number of disk operation and how the disk operation will be less and more? Actually what happen is, whenever we try to locate some data from table, every row of that table is scanned every time when we try to access the table, which lead to a more number of disk operation. And what index does here is, it help us for quick finding of data without searching every row every time in a table whenever the table is accessed or used here anywhere. This leads us to the less number of disk operations. So in this way, absence of index will affect the performance. Indexes also have few other advantages like unique index, help in the unique identification of records. Performance of our queries became much better due to indexes, which made data retrieval faster. Now in below screenshot, we have an example. We have an employee table with an age column, and it is clearly visible that the age column is not sorted. And if we will going to create an index against the age column, let's see how its file will look like in the next slide. Yeah. So when an index, or especially I can say a non-cluster index is created, its index file will look something like this. The image is visible on the screen. Actual data with the address of an exact or a physical location of the data. It basically consists of a data column and a pointer which point to the physical address of the data. An index is basically a separate file which contains the data of column with a pointer which hold the address of the row in a base table. The difference is that data contained in an index file is already sorted. So that's all about the theoretical description. We will see the practicals in our next video. That's all for this video. We'll look practical explanations. Thank you everyone. This is Ramesh from Coding Studio.